Oh, it literally just cut to... What? What is up with my OBS and stuff like that? No. Everything not laggy? Everything laggy? Can't even hear myself. Anyway, I think it's fine. But we do have the roadmap stuff later. Not too much later, but you know. Right. So I know this stream is a little bit early because I wanted to just be ready for it, basically. I think. Oh. What I wanted to do. Alright. I need to make sure everything's fine. I'm just gonna play some like random games until the thing starts. Because we have to wait a whole 25 minutes. I kinda wanted to play this Roblox game. But then I remembered I have to go live. So, you know, that's that. But here you go. The fact my internet is actually really good and it's just literally my OBS sucking. It's crazy. Oh. My upload sucks right now. My download is fine. Oh. What if I do this? What if I close... Where is that? Here we go. I don't know what is up with my OBS. Restart my stream. I think everything's fine now. Oh wait, I'm like watching it. If it lags one more time, I'll restart it. Everything should be fine now. Everything's okay. For whatever reason, at the start of my stream, literally every single my stream recently, it's been really laggy and then it goes fine. I don't know what's been happening. Anyway, I'm gonna just be playing this random game I found because it's fun. It's fine now. Alright, so chat, go ahead and join me. I'll put my profile, whatever. If you join me, then, you know, can play this. It's a fun, like, game I found. We can't hear you. I can hear myself on my stream, so turn your volume up, sir. Right. Yeah, the stream is fine now. I don't know what happens. It's literally the start of every single stream that it goes laggy. But here we go. And I don't know what it is, because, like, I check my internet speed and it's fine. Then, like, OBS says it's not fine. I got no clue. It's back at the speed. Anyway. This is an 8-player thing, so like, I don't know if this lobby's full. Yeah. We have to wait another like 20 minutes until the thing, so I want to just play this a little bit. We have 8 people here? We have like 7. The roadmap is in 20 minutes, so I started this, So I started the stream a little bit early just so like, I can play random games with you guys, basically. Yeah. Alright. Is everything fine now? Everything's fine now. Alright, we'll go in this. All the server's bugged. Wait, there's no way. We're gonna have to rejoin. Hi. Hold on. Let me join a new one. Oh my god. Right. Let me join. What? I join an emptier one. Join this one. Alright, is this server fine now? Okay, this server's fine. Alright. Yeah, it works. So chat, just come ahead and join me again. It bugged for whatever reason. The thing is in 20 minutes still. Not ruined any time. These lags. If you're still having lag, there's literally none on my side. So like it was like at the start. If you're still lagging, just refresh the stream. It's fine now. There's literally 1 second delay. Okay, 2 seconds. Anyway. Hey, we have 8 people here. Okay, let's go. Alright, here we go. Fun game, fun game. No! Demon's clone. I don't know if I can put the volume on for this game because I don't want to get copyrighted. So you just have the other volume, I guess. But Control or C to slide. Basically, it's like doors, but different. So you just like, you know. Also, there's like monsters. I'm pretty sure like some of you guys have played this. You slide with those doors. Purple or pink means a monster, by the way. So this means a monster, which means you need to hide in one of these little cubby things. I don't think anyone realized. Okay. Purple is a cubby. Okay? Every checkpoint you respawn. So purple is you need to hide, okay? Everyone also needs to get on this pad, or else it doesn't start. Like, we come stand on this pad. Stand right here, please. Manly Men, New Zealand, $17. We love you. Me? Yeah, thank you for the donation. You had that. There we go. With this game, it's like actually fun to like see things. Like, you know. There's one, yeah. Also, sliding does make you faster if you slide down things. It's like, look good, sir. Oh, that person didn't survive. Shift is to sprint, by the way, which you do need to do. It's too hard? I don't think it's like that hard. It is at the start, I guess, if you've never played it before. But it does get easier. Purple means hide, though. Like, it's kind of, you know, simple. Thing is, though, if 2 people go AFK, we can't do anything. It's a... wake up. Come on, yeah. Driving Empire? I will be joining Driving Empire, but there's no point me joining Driving Empire right now. I wanted to play this game a little bit with you guys. Come on, let's go. No, the roadmap is still going on. Also, don't look at the eyeball. Should have probably mentioned that. One. Slide under. No, slide under. Yeah, one person survived. Oh. Blue eyeball. Don't look at... So this thing, you don't look at it. You can't have your crosshair touch it. So I'm... Where's the guy? Okay, that guy might have died. You can't slide? It's kind of, weird. I wanted to do, like, when I was, like, playing this, I was, like, thinking of doing, like, a stream for this just in its own. It is a fun game. No. Anyway, once everyone dies on this, then I'll join Jamming Empire. Like, you know. You still play Fish? I do. The thing is, though, there's nothing else for me to do in Fish right now. Like, I've completed the game, so... come on. Yeah. Come on. Stand on the platform. Stand on the platform. Yeah, so the purple one, you have to hide from. There's a white one. And basically the white one, you need to just hug the wall, okay? So let me... White, hug. Side of the wall. Oh, don't listen to me, okay. I was trying to type it in chat. Pretty sure every single person died. Everyone did. I put it in chat. Look in game chat and I'll like say if you're not. Actually, wait. Also this thing. The game is complicated at the start. You know. You understand Fish at all? Fish is also kind of weird. Because it's literally just fishing. Like... Yeah, I don't know. There's a bit of lag. Everything says it's fine, but I don't know. OBS also does just not. Yeah. Yeah, this is literally doors, but you... So much quicker. I don't even know how to explain it. Right. So, like, as you go on, now red eye... Ooh. Listen, chat. Red eye you look at. I could talk in voice chat, but there's only 3 people that have it. Right, come on. It's really good mechanics, but at this, like, it gets really complicated. I can't hear your speaking, sir. Come on. Right, so red eye you have to look at. It's a good game once you understand it. At the start, you won't understand it. I hope people stood to the side of the wall. Yeah, one person at least. At the start, though, it's very complicated. So you've got all this stuff to, like, remember. Like, purple, pink, you have to hide from. At the side of your, like... You know. At monster, you can't, like, be in the sight of. You got the blue eye, which you can't look at. And you've got a red eye that appears sometimes. And, like, you can look at it. You have to look at it, I mean. It is running, but it's also got, like, see the red eye. It gets complicated. We've still got 10 minutes until... Yeah. Ooh. What's the game name? The game name is Grace. It's like a kind of new game. It's heavily Doors inspired, obviously, but yeah. And then basically everyone like respawns when you get to one of these things. So like it's really complicated at the start. It's from what you play. I would like to slow down, but there is the timer at the bottom. The white one, you have to stay to the side of your wall. You have to remember that. Oh yeah, also this one you have to crouch. I keep forgetting to mention stuff. Not really good at explaining. Also this one you have to stand under something. It's so complicated. Speak. Is the Q&A? The Q&A is in 9 minutes. Basically, like, I'll get to a certain point where I'll just die on purpose. But, I'll join D, like, soon. It's like, it makes sense for the Q&A thing to start. I just wanted to play this a little bit, to be honest. I would like to play the music, but be copyrighted. Honestly, Blade Bowl sucks. Like, I still play it a little bit, but the game sucks. It's like, there's so many pay-to-win stuff in the game, and like, it's just not as fun anymore. I don't know. It used to be fun. Even like, it used to be fun when I didn't have abilities or stuff, but... We're gonna get more news on the new map, yes. Like, it's on the roadmap. If you look at the thumbnail of the stream, that's what's going to be, like, news-wise. We play something else? Do we just, like, leave this now? There's only 8 minutes left. You got plans for the holiday? If I'm the only one surviving this next one, I'll leave. We'll go to a different. We'll go to Dragon Empire. When you get to like a kind of point to the game, it like you understand it, but I don't do something, sir. Yeah, after this run, I'll join Dragon Empire. Or I'll just... Actually, I'll just die now. Alright. Yeah. We'll go to Dragon Empire. It's a nice game, but when you're new to the game, obviously it's like... It's very complicated. Also, I probably won't be joining... I won't be sending my private server out. It's like, we're gonna have the event anyway. Having the event, and like, I'd rather just not have my game lagging. Yeah. I might do another stream where I actually just like play that game, because I do find it fun. Yeah. New map reveals. We might get like a little teaser. You know, you never know. Alright. Let me join the Discord event. Let me speak, let me speak. Right, I need to put the Discord audio. Hold on. Audio. Actually really loud. Let me just go to my, hold on. Get my. Right.
Viewers can request to speak. Nice.
Here we go.
Hey Dema.
Yo, what's good?
All good, all good.
Is my microphone
I'm
fine?
trying.
Ah,
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
good.
Alright.
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool.
Okay.
We have
Peter
Epic
here.
in here.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, there really
I
is
don't
no way to
think-
mute this music, is there? Like, for
I
yourself?
don't think I'll be able to speak right now. I think questions gonna be asked after
So
the
many people.
thing, by the way.
200
Um,
currently.
Yeah. Basically, I just hold on. What if I do? I'm not joining a public server now.
I don't know
I'm
if it
joining
mutes
a
music for
private
everyone,
one
but-
sec. I can just drive around and not it
If it does, I'm
lag or
sorry.
something. Yeah.
No, I think it's just for you.
Yeah, I think it's
Okay.
just for you.
Oh, that's okay. That's much nicer.
Anyway,
It was nice for like 15 seconds, and then
Yeah,
not.
there.
gets a
Are
little.
they,
annoying.
is this a good volume, chat? Like, can you hear the devs and they're not like too loud or not too quiet? If they're too quiet, I can turn them up, or if they're too loud, I can
We'll
turn
be
them down.
starting shortly. We're just waiting on everyone to join up.
Let me send a message in
Good.
our.
I already
so-
did. I already did.
Okay.
He's using sound effects.
I think they'll be like
Can you even do
streaming
sound effects in here?
the event because
I
like last
can't,
time
it's
they
not-
did
I can't
this,
see an
they
option for it.
streamed it. So
No.
I suppose I could do it on my
We need to bring JM up on stage.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess- yeah.
How do I find them?
I found him. He's like Asia here.
If you give him the role, he can join himself.
sounds good. Good. That's good. Right. My priority of it. I don't want my game to lag. It's like I
did
just
not
don't want
think
it
I
to
sounded
lag.
like George not found. But okay.
If Jam, if you request to speak, maybe
Yeah.
we could just bring you up that way. There we go.
Okay.
Oh
There it is.
crap!
Did you?
Invited Carter.
Okay, I got Carter.
Here we go. We've got like.
Is there someone else
YouTubers
missing?
Uh,
Oh, what is Carter?
Coders.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Drake.
Coder.
Footers.
Ready in? Yeah. If you don't like, you can
Any
join the call as
YouTubers
well
or
if you
something?
want to.
Okay.
Anyone?
Yeah,
Um,
there's some missing.
Oh, he's in. He might also need to request to join.
Ready and listening? Fair. This. How many people are like. Who's in the crowd?
Okay.
My god.
There we go.
How many people?
Hey.
If you see
First,
yourself
lost
here,
your
you know?
password, then your ability to speak.
How many people here? Right.
All right.
I just broke my Discord.
Is Rodrigo
Someone to
joining
fix
us?
the share seat. I'm not gonna tell them now. Cause like
I think so. Let me send a message.
I've got some questions to ask them. Like
And Eric.
same with some other YouTubers here. Dima. Is it Dima? Oh no, Dima's still in the call.
Oh,
and
Patrick is
Carter as
already
well.
here. Can you request?
Hey Cam.
Hello, hello, hello.
Welcome.
Wow.
Is Cam.
What's going
Yeah.
on?
Well, some
Good,
YouTubers coming up
Oh, there he is.
like
Roger
that.
was in.
And then Eric.
Yo.
It's getting too big where I can't even like show the
Yo, what's up,
whole
audience? Hello, everybody.
thing with so many people here.
Now we have
Yo.
Joji.
I'm going into the ocean.
I think it's just missing Eric
Okay.
right now.
Now
only
it's
person
just
is-
the man of the hour.
Not gonna lie, I completely forgot about this. I even set an alarm and everything, and it didn't even go off.
Music back when?
He says
Next week.
request to speak.
Next week, sorry.
Who, Eric?
Yeah.
He should be
You asked
able
them
to
about
join.
bike licenses.
You should.
Where's the questions?
Yes,
I
the
hear.
team rule.
Oh, I set it for Saturday,
No.
not Friday.
One of my questions is a
There he
chassis
is.
question.
Oh,
though.
there we go.
Here he is.
Alright, I think this is
We're missing
everyone
one
got
content
all
creator,
Yeah.
but they'll join throughout the stage, I believe.
and Judge. Yeah. Alright.
Yeah. Look, whoa.
Let's see if they join. Give them like 1 minute.
Who are you waiting for, Martin?
Joji,
Okay.
content creator.
I'll
Did you
keep
write
an eye
my
out for
question
them
down?
in,
I asked a
Discord
lot
this
of
week.
questions.
So
I
we'll
don't know
just
if I can't remember if I
let's
asked
go.
like there was a lot of questions.
There are already someone.
Roblox
recording
messages and also Discord.
I believe
I asked
there
like
should be-
15 to
Yeah,
the
I'm
devs,
recording.
and they said I could ask like
I'm also
3
recording
because
it.
some of the others were already asked.
Okay, so hello everyone, and welcome to our developers roadmap stage and AMA. We're very excited to have you all here, and we can not wait to answer your questions and share with you what our plans are for the first quarter of 2025. First of all, we received over 250 questions, which is truly insane and just shows how incredible and engaged you guys are. Later on, some of our amazing content creators will also be joining us and ask their own questions. Please join me in welcoming ABC Glitched, Dema, Carter, and then Joji, and Camplays. I also want to introduce the dev team. First, we have Get, the product manager, Wishtap, the game producer, Coders, the lead developer, Tampered Reality, the developer, Eric, car production, Holy Peaches, game designer, Rotilaran, data analyst, Walshy, QA and support lead, and Epic, community and support. We
Thanks,
were
Ian.
also going to have Nightcaller, a developer, and Valtkins, another developer, but they couldn't make it today. And without further delay, let's dive into the questions. We'll start with the community asked questions, and then we'll move on to content creators. First of all, the first question is for JM, and it is: are there plans to add trading/auctions to the game in the future?
Yeah, so hi everyone. The name's JM or Holy Peaches. So yeah, I'm the game designer. And in terms of like, are we adding trading or auctions? It's
There we go, turn the
definitely
music
on the
down.
table, but like it's a very complex issue. We have to, be careful in when we add this because of hackers. We want to also prevent ways of scamming and duping and stuff like that. And so we also don't want to, accidentally break the economy. So we're open to exploring these features for sure. And especially if there's a strong community demand for it, we'll talk about it. So that's all there is on this.
Thank you, JM. Next question is for Wishtap. Are there plans for a matchmaking feature for races?
So, yes, ideally some form of crossover multiplayer, and we actually might be testing some matchmaking approaches over the beginning of the next year. In the long term, though, we'll also be looking at the potential maybe for ranked racing. So racing is a huge aspect of 2025. So stay tuned.
Awesome. Next question has been very asked, and it's for Get. When is the new map being released?
Been my question.
Okay, so new map. We are not having a new map anymore. Just kidding. We're gonna have a new map. So the new map's gonna be coming probably next year. We still don't have like a final date. One thing that I can tell everyone is that we don't want to rush this project, so we want to make sure that the map's perfect before release to everyone. we're gonna be moving right now to a testing phase. So Martin is also helping us to select some players to help test the map and make sure that the map's amazing. So probably you guys are gonna be seeing some updates over the next quarter or the next 2 quarters. So probably like something between March and June is when we are aiming to have more news for everyone.
Thank you, Get. Next question is also for you. Where is the new map based on?
Yeah, that's a good question. We had a lot of discussion about the map, to be honest. And one thing that we noticed from a lot of you asking us is to preserve the iconic locations that we have today in the map and try to make sure we're enhancing the quality as well. So what we're going to be doing is 2 things. Number one is we really want to keep some iconic stuff that we have in the map today, but also we really want to bring new areas to the map. So what you're probably going to be seeing in the future map, it's going to be a lot of things that we have today with a better quality, plus a lot of new stuff happening in the game. But something that I just want to make sure everyone is the same page. This project is not about just like deleting the old map and bring a new one. It's basically like revamping the map that we have today and adding new areas so you guys can go really play and do a lot of stuff over there.
Thank you, Get. Next question will be for JM. Will there be more interactive buildings with the new map?
Yeah, absolutely. So as we're building this new map, we absolutely plan to have a lot more open building, interactive elements, things for you guys to go in and role play. But it's a really, really big process. It's a lot of assets. So we're going to start with the dealership island. And as we, work throughout the year, we'll start adding more buildings and stuff like that or role play areas in other areas of the map, right? So like the downtown, and then we'll expand further outwards. But definitely we want to support role play. So yeah, it's coming.
Thanks a lot, JM. Next question goes for coders. Will there be performance optimization with the new map?
Yeah, but first I want to provide some context. So for the current map, we've optimized it quite a bit, and we've seen month over month our technical metrics have increased. So
Don't
our
add
FPS
people.
has been on the increase, but overhauling the current map is not feasible. So with this new map, we're going to be following some of the best practices for designing an efficient world. And you can imagine that we're taking into careful consideration just different technical aspects of how we design the world. Some of the things we're being mindful of is visual fidelity for players who have strong devices and want to have a nice visual experience, and as well as for like low end devices where the world needs to run more performantly. So we're going to be optimizing on a platform basis, and we're going to ensure that each platform gets the best performance and experience in terms of visual fidelity. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, coders. Next question, pretty interesting one. Eric, how long does it take to model a car?
Hey everyone. So for a car, start to finish, it's probably 35 days, give or take, for most of the modelers on our team right now. That's everything from like making the core proportions of the mesh to all the textures, like the icons, gauge images, like everything like that we're building in-house for these cars to make sure they're accurate to real life. If you include the time it takes for us to then send that to a brand and go through the review process, which oftentimes includes the actual engineers at these brands, like looking at and reviewing the cars with us, it's probably closer to the 60-day mark. So end to end, if we decide we want to start in a car tomorrow, the quickest way you can usually turn that around and get it in game is like 60 full days from like the modeler finishing the car to the brands reviewing it and us getting like the final check mark to throw it in game for you guys.
Just take a while.
Thank you, Eric. Next question, pretty interesting one also. What is to be expected with appearance customization next year? This is for coders.
Yeah, so we've been juggling different kind of ideas that we want to like give you guys access to be able to customize your cars. We have quite a few ideas, but one of the ones that stand out to us the most is giving players the ability to add decals to their cars. So this is something we're experimenting with internally, and it seems like an interesting way for you to be able to personalize your car. But yeah, it's still pretty early. we're investing into the tech, but it seems like really nice. And we're also looking into ways of like adding RGB to your rims or just the wheel hubs. So yeah, there's going to be stuff coming. Don't worry. New options will arrive.
Thank you. Next question going for JM. What can we expect with performance customization changes?
Yeah, so this is a big one. You guys are in for a surprise, but we are in the process of adding a brand new system in how you're going to upgrade your vehicle. So essentially, the big picture, right, is that when you upgrade a component like your engine, you'll be able to unlock sockets in that component, and then you'll be able to put in parts. And those parts are going to modify how your car feels with specific attributes. You'll be able to collect parts, and there'll be of various mods and rarities, one stronger and weaker, and basically you'll be able to take the system and sort of customize your car a bit more like you want it to be for your own playstyle, right? So if you want more acceleration, you put in more Accel parts. If you want more top speed, you do that. And there's going to be weird parts like that are going to modify your weight and stuff like that if you want to have a lighter car or heavier car. So these are the things we're exploring. It's still in work in progress, but this is definitely coming your way. And with that in mind, we also want to explore new ways to improve the UI for the performance stats so that it's easier to understand, like what each stat does and how your modifications are actually impacting your vehicle.
Nice, thank you. I've been looking at chat, and this has been a very frequent question. Wishtap, will jobs ever return?
Will jobs ever return? All I'll say is we may have some news regarding jobs in 2025. So stay tuned.
Interesting. Moving on. This is for JM again. Will x2 cash weekends return?
Yeah, that's kind of a big one, but in a way, yes, but not as you know it, and not like on a regular basis. So it might come back. You might have like 2x cash as part of an event, and maybe it's throughout the week or throughout the whole duration of the event, and not just the weekend. Like that, we can definitely explore. But the main issue with this kind of design approach with like the 2x weekends is that overall it really harms the health of the game in the long run, right? Because with those regular expected cycles, you're upping your the amount of players that come on the weekends, but you're actually lowering and hurting your game on the weekdays. Because as a player, if you play the game outside of weekends, you're actually like, it feels like you're wasting your time. It feels like you're not getting as much as you are if you do play on weekends. So overall, it's a bad strategy, but we like the aspect of, obviously giving you guys more cash, but having it being related to an event, and it's not something that is expected every single week. So look for it in 2025. It'll be there here and there, but we'll announce it for sure.
Thank you, JM. Another question for you, JM. Will there be different ways to earn cash?
Yes, there's no real specifics on that right now, but we are looking into ways of doing that. It's sort of broken into two parts, right? There's the rebalancing of the economy of the game itself. Like we need to just adjust the values, and this is an ongoing process, right? We can't just rebalance the whole game and it's done, it's perfect. So over time, we'll balance the numbers, especially things like race payouts, to make sure that they're fair and that you guys are able to accumulate the cash that you need to buy the things that you want. The other part of it is actually adding new systems that are actually engaging and compelling and that you want to play, and those are going to be rewarding for you. If you engage with them, you'll get cash that way. So all of these new systems, that's what's up in the air, but we definitely want to add those.
Thank you. Next question, going for Tampered Reality. Will controller vibration be added?
Yeah, so there's actually, funny you mentioned that. There's actually a feature going through development right now, which introduces something called haptic feedback, which is the vibration on controllers, your phones, everything like that, when you do certain things in game, like nitrous or drifting around a corner tightly or something like that. So this is actually something, it's already in development. We're gonna try to get this out to you guys as soon as possible, but we're just making sure everything is nice and polished and neat, and it's really gonna. I think you guys will love it. That's coming along with quite a huge feature that'll really revamp things. So you should be excited.
I tried it today. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The man himself spoke. Okay, and last question before the content creators. This has been something that you guys have been asking a lot, and it's why can't houses be sold? This one's for Getsin.
God.
Okay, so this one is a tricky question. So number one is we are still not sure what house is going to be on Driving Party. So that's number one statement that we have. So we are not sure exactly what's going to be the final design and the final feature. So since we still are defining exactly what that's going to be, we're not going to be making any change in houses. But since everyone have been asked a lot of things, we are take consideration a lot of your requests when designing this new system. And once we have a better update about what house is going to really be on Driving Party, we're going to be letting you know as soon as possible. Because we know that this is a pain point for everyone here. So yeah. We're going to be letting you know once we have a design. We have been talking with a lot of players to understand like what they would like to have on houses, what are the things that they don't like in houses right now. So once we have this answer and we have the final design, we're going to let everyone know. But for now, we're not going to make any change.
Thank you, Get. Okay, now moving on to the content creators. First of all, let me go there. We have Cam Plays. So would you mind sharing your questions with us?
Absolutely. Don't know who they're directed at, but I mean, I'll just read them out. Okay, so the first question is, what do you plan on doing to innovate and keep Driving Empire fresh? Because adding cars every week is going to get very boring and repetitive for the player.
This one's
to be honest, not just for the players, it's for us as well. Like, the moment it's going to be like super boring to just be adding cars every single week. So we have a lot of plans. But I think the biggest one is like we are exploring different ways to Drive Party more exciting. One of the things that we have to take consideration is like we really want to keep like car updates every single week. So every single week you're going to be getting more cars. But we also want to work in more like features, events, bring some more brands to the game. And I'm not just talking about car brands, I'm talking about a lot of different stuff. So we can have a better like overall experience. So right now we are trying to find a better mix between releasing new car brands, releasing events, releasing other really exciting stuff that I cannot talk too much about it. And of course, like keep improving all the systems that we have today. So we're going to be finding this better balance for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I think that'll be really good. And then my other question was, how much of a challenge has it been to work with car brands and get them into Driving Empire? Was it hard to convince them at the start? Obviously, you had Pagani first. So was it hard to, because obviously, since you didn't have anybody, was it hard to be like, to let them know that you were, you know, big in the space?
How's it going? Yeah. So I think in terms of convincing them, it's like a snowball effect, right? So I think at first, a lot of the brands, you know, have to explain what Roblox is. They get used to it. But as we added more and more brands, I think, it became easier to convince other brands to jump on board, right? Kind of jump on the trend there, I guess, to some extent. So for sure, a snowball effect, much harder at the start, a lot easier now. I think that we've kind of proven ourselves. We have a lot of major brands in game. And in general, the brands are super excited. So launching on a new platform, it's a new audience for them. So they've been really engaged across the board. A lot of them are actually genuinely like very excited to launch on Roblox for the first time. And a lot of the people working there, you know, whether they play it themselves or they have kids that play.
And how did that go down at the start? You know, when you first pitched it to the first brand, how did it go down? Was it difficult?
I think difficult, but more so because you have to explain the platform to them versus like it being specifically related to Driving Empire, like more so about like why they should be interested in coming on Roblox versus like and how like the audience, and it's I guess it's different from like other games they're licensed on, like a Forza type title, right? So it's like convincing them why the platform's an interesting opportunity more so than like specifically related to Driving Empire, if that makes sense.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Interesting. So that means potentially could probably be seeing most brands that people want in the game. As you said, the snowball effect.
The snowball effect, you know? Can't say anything else more than that, yeah.
Fair enough. All right, well, they're both my questions. That's all I could really think of, to be honest.
Thank you, Cam. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Well-
Thank you for your time, guys.
Thank you. Well, moving on, we have Carter the car. So, would you mind sharing your questions with us?
For sure, yeah. So the first one I had was, could we get more in-game events?
Absolutely. We're always continuing to brainstorm new and exciting events to bring to the community, whether that's something you guys have experienced today or things that are coming. So again, like I always say, soon.
Okay. And then the second question was, could you add like a button in upgrades so you can just do one click and it's already upgraded, so you don't have to go through click upgrade multiple times over and over?
Yeah, I think I can answer that question. Yeah, absolutely. I can add something like that. Yeah, there is some changes that are going to be happening to the way we handle performance customization, coming into 2025. So, yeah, I'll see if when we start making these changes, if that's something we can slot in as a quality of life feature. So, yeah, it's definitely a good call out.
All right, that's all I had.
Thank you, Carter. We appreciate it. Moving on, we have Dema. Would you mind sharing your questions with us?
Hi, so my very first question is, will there ever be a rebalancing update? So basically, like, some cars feel faster than others, and like some feel slower than like they should and stuff. So will there ever be like a rebalancing update?
Yeah, so thanks for your question. Yes, absolutely. That's an ongoing effort right now. We want to ensure that, especially for speed, the cars match their real life counterparts, right? So if the top speed would be the same in real life that it is in the game. We also want to match things like acceleration speed, like from 0 to 60, and also braking distance, right?
Yeah.
So these are all metrics we want to make sure are properly balanced, and that the cars themselves are balanced against each other, and that driving is fun. So early in 2025, you can look forward to the first balancing patch, rebalancing pretty much all cars. But then over the year, obviously, we'll look at the numbers, we'll look at feedback, and we'll make sure that if it needs to be readjusted, we do it every so often just to make sure everything's perfect.
Yep, that makes sense. And my second question is, where's the game directory? So like, is it heading towards more role playing, racing, collecting? Like, where's the game heading overall in the future?
Yeah, I can answer that one. So basically, like, I think the easiest way that I can explain that is basically the name of the game itself, like Driving Party.
Right.
I think our focus is really like to give the best experience of you collecting the cars and every single type of vehicle, to be honest, and you using that in the way that you want to.
Yeah.
So right now we are really prioritizing more like, let's focus on the core loop of the game, like driving. Let's improve the chassis. Let's make like rebalancing. Let's bring the brands that you guys really want to have in the game. And after we have like just more like solid core of the game, just more like the foundation of the game, which is when we're going to be moving to more like role playing. So first, we really want to make a better driving, racing car game. And after we are done, like we already get it better with that one, we're going to be moving to more like role playing. And the role playing is going to be more like giving you guys the tools and you can do whatever you want. Okay. We wanted to say like how you should role play. We just want to give you options and you do whatever you want.
Yep, that makes sense. Then my third question is, will we get all new races in the new map, or will it just be like the current ones which we have now, or like newer versions of the ones which we have in the game right now?
Right. So I personally really love races. I want to elevate races to a brand new level. And so next year, we're both adding new races, but also improving the current ones. And this is sort of tied in with the new map as well. but yeah, there's not too many details there that I could share. But yes, right, like Get said, we want racing to be a core part of Driving Empire, and races need to feel good. So they're going through like an overhaul. So that'll be coming down the pipeline. You'll see your fan favorites, right? They'll stay there. They'll just be updated. They'll be,
Got it.
made better.
Got it. And then my final question is, could mobile customization be brought back? So like customizing your cars outside, like which we had previously before.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to be able to customize your cars?
Please, I've seen a lot of people like saying they have. I feel like it was a very good feature
Yeah,
only
she can.
because
I do want
like
that.
currently in the game, the new customization is good and everything, but the lighting is a little bit like offsetting from like the actual like in-game look. So you can do a color in the garage and then it's like different when you're outside. So I feel like it'd be a good feature in my opinion.
Yeah,
What
I
does Chat think?
100% agree with you. And
What does Chat
to
think?
be honest,
Yeah.
it's actually like it was like one of my favorite things to do for customizing is driving around, but being able to change it in real time.
Exactly. Yeah, I see Chat saying yes. I see Chat saying yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
But
Chat is
I will say that this is something I'm really interested in doing. I love the idea of doing it. We'll need a planet,
My God.
and I'm pretty
Got it.
confident that this is something we can push through.
And yeah,
People
that's it.
want
Thank
it.
you so much for having me.
Thank you, Dema. Thanks a
Yeah.
lot for the questions. And a final content creator we'll have is ABC Glitched. Can you please share with us your questions?
Yeah. Alright. So my first question is, will there be a system like share money with people that's not Robux? Like currently in game, you have to pay Robux to give money, and you give some of your money. So basically donating.
Yeah, I can take that one. This one's a little bit trickier. GM mentioned earlier about trading cars, and we're still evaluating this first. That can cause a lot of problems in the economy, so we need to be very, very careful about this kind of systems. This is not our priority of trading right now, but we can still evaluate if it makes sense or not in the future. But for now, it will be a nightmare for our players and for us to do a system like
Yeah.
that.
That's fair. Second one is, what's going to happen with the racing physics and the suspension? Will there be chassis changes at all?
Yeah, so I can answer this. So yeah, there will be chassis changes. It's one of those things where we are planning to improve the chassis, but everyone has to understand it's tricky, right? There's so many different types of vehicles. There's no singular approach to improve the chassis. It's one of those things where there's a lot, you have hypercars, right? You have trucks. They all handle differently in terms of their suspension. So not one vehicle is like, you can't do one solution for all vehicles. It's one of those things where we have to spend time and figure out like, what's the best suspension per a type of category of vehicle and whatnot. I would say long to short, it's a lot of work, and there are thoughts about this. There is some discussions. We're thinking about it. We hear you. So this is something that we're definitely going to want to improve. I imagine that the racing experience will be so much more greater if it's more realistic, right? It is in our minds. So yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, just one more thing, ABC. For that one specifically, one of the things that is hard for us to know is like what exactly you guys want. Like a more realistic, it's a more like arcade type of car. So one of the things that probably going to be doing like soon is running some surveys with everyone here to really understand what exactly you guys want to have, what type of experience you want to have when you're driving your car. So that can help us to like really figure out what to expect. Because right now it's more like we want a more realistic, but what is exactly like more realistic? It's more like Forza type of game, or it's more like different type of game?
I think people want more Forza, but I don't know about that. It might have to be like stuff for that. But my final question is, will there be daily quests like revamp, so you can get like weekly quests in that as well?
Yes. For that one, yes, 100% sure. We're going to be changing quests. I'm not sure about like weekly quests, but one of the things that we're going to be doing is rebalancing quests. So we know that if you already the cars that you really like, not make too much sense for you to finish all the quests every single day because they're not giving too much money. So we're going to be rebalancing that. Make sure the quests are more like balanced based on your current economy. And for the playtime, that's going to be the same thing. We're also going to be improving playtime, so you guys are going to be able to get more cash from those both systems.
If I can say something here, sorry. Like when it comes to quests, as we're adding more systems into the games or like jobs and stuff like that, right? We would want to add more quests pertaining to those systems. So yeah, be on the lookout.
That's good.
Well, thank you, ABC, for the questions. We appreciate them. Because we're
chat.
so good on time, we're going to be moving on to the more community asked questions. And we're going to start with, will the new map be bigger than the current map? This one's for Get.
Yeah, so we already tried to scale the map. We are trying like different sides of the maps, to be honest. We are trying like bigger maps, we are trying smaller maps. And now what we found is that the new map that we are working right now is probably going to be the same wish size of the current one. But let's see what's going to happen, because what is our goal is to have a new map. Probably it's going to be the same size as the current one, but in a way that we can have more islands over the map. So for example, like if you guys really want to have, let's say, a Japan area, we can just like introduce a new area for Japan. That's going to be super simple. But for now, probably it's going to be the same size.
Thank you, Get. The next question is for Tempered Reality. Will there be changes to the character's animations while driving?
So this isn't exactly something that we originally planned, but it's a really good idea now that we've heard it. Right now, we're more focused on adding like driving VFX and SFX and really kind of fleshing out that area of the game. But it's a really good idea, and nothing says we can't do something like that, where like the character, I assume it means like looking behind you when you're reversing, or like leaning to the right and left as you turn in game really hard or drift around or things like that. Yeah, that would be a really great idea.
Thank you. Next question going for Ed. What can we expect with roleplay coming next year?
So for role playing, one of the things that we're gonna be figured out, the number one is like what's gonna be happening with houses. That's number one. The other one is we really want to have more open buildings. That means basically like you guys gonna have more things to do inside the buildings and all this stuff. And the other one, it's gonna be like we are thinking about jobs and how we can bring jobs, but that's still like just a thought. We don't have an answer yet for that. But yes, you guys gonna have a lot of things. And one more thing that we really want to have in the game is more like interactable objects. Yeah. So for example, if you go to a gas station, you're gonna have things over there that you can interact with.
Thank you, Get. Amazing. Next question going for JM. Will there be house customization?
Yeah, so at the moment, there's not like an in-depth house customization system that we have planned. But honestly, like if the community really demands us to like improve houses and add new systems into it, make that system much deeper, you know, not just selling houses. If you want something like that and you want the role play aspect to be pushed, we can shift our focus to it in 2025. But yeah, keep in mind that houses are, you know, they're big. There's a lot of assets, so it takes time to do. And yeah, just, you know, out there, like there's nothing concrete, but it could be something like when you buy a house, it's empty at first, and then you need to furnish it. And as you do, maybe you're able to choose, you know, what type of couch, for example, you would want to have in your house and what color it is, or what, you know, style or material or whatever, right? And you'd be able to decorate. But all of those are assets, and so that takes a lot of time.
Thank you, JM. That would for sure be awesome. Moving on, this is a question for coders. Will there be a weather/lighting update?
Yeah, so we did launch a lighting update previously, and it did overhaul like the lighting, the way the morning looks, the evening, the nighttime. For sure, you all have noticed it looks much better. You know, driving in the dark, it's not like someone blindfolded you. Yeah, for a new like weather, like kind of like having rain come down and having raindrops hit your screen, it's something we do want to do. But yeah, there's some performance considerations we need to think about, like what users are going to get this. Like, is it desktop, mobile, right? What's the fidelity we're trying to reach for? I definitely imagine we'll do something like this. Yeah.
Thank you. Next question, another question that's been asked a lot. Are we getting more rewards on solo races? This one's for Get.
Yes. So I think GM already said that we're gonna be making a lot of change in racing pretty soon. And one of the things that we really want to make sure is like our end goal is not to incentivize more solo race. We want to have more players playing together. So we're gonna be focused more on multiplayers. But since we know that is sometimes you guys have an issue of like you go to the game and you can find someone to race against, we're probably gonna be doing some change in solo race as well. So you also can get more benefits from solo race. So the answer is like yes, but we're still not sure about what's gonna be the final design for that.
Thank you, Get. Moving on to the last question, community asked. This one's for coders. Are there plans to add AI traffic?
Yeah, it is doable, right? I imagine if we added AI traffic, it would make the world feel more alive, right? There is some different hurdles we have to overcome. Again, it comes down to performance. So like, how are we simulating the AI? How many are we simulating? Where are we simulating them? How much locality are we going to allow? It's one of those things where we don't want to overburden like already like devices that are on the lower side, right? That have limited resource. It's one of these things where we just need to profile it, build it out, and understand if it's going to provide value. So this one's pretty unknown, but it's doable.
Thank you. And with that, we're done with the questions. I'd just like to move on to the closing of the stage. That's all for today that we have. A massive thank you to everyone who joined us and that stayed to the session. We really appreciate your time and continued support. We're, as a team, really committed to making Driving Empire the best driving game on Roblox, and it's your passion and feedback that makes this possible. You guys are the center of our community, and we could not do it without you. And before we go, as a little token of appreciation from the team to you, we made a special redeemable code. The code is ZOOM, ZOOM, and it will give you an interesting vehicle in-game. And once again, thank you, and prepare for next week's update.
Little secret video, guys.
Really exciting one.
Do another video. Oh. Hey. What do you think about that?
Yep. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. See you on Monday.
You all.
What do you think about that?
Bye-bye. Thanks, everyone.
See you later.
I want to take control of the stage. What the? Guys, I've taken over. We've got control of the stage. Oh, okay.
Left.
Right. Let's see. Alright, so Driving Empire has just released a new code. Apparently, you do say zoom. Isn't that just already a game? It's already. Wait, get rid about this. Just get this. This is an old code car. It's the exact same, is it not? The same thing. Yeah. I thought it would actually be new. It's literally the exact same. It's kind of sad. I mean, you don't really want to do like a whole new car for this. It kind of makes sense, but yeah. What do you guys think about, the already, like, the questions and stuff like that? I wanted to ask a few more. Like, one came up in my mind or whatever. But I couldn't ask like random questions. So yeah. We already had we had set questions we had to ask. You don't need all that. But yeah, I think that'll probably be it then. Was kind of hoping it's like a new thing. I was gonna make a thing, but no. I don't know. It's still cool. If you already have it, then you already have it. But I mean, if you don't or you didn't have this, then you get it, I guess. This was like a code card before, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll probably end now because like there's nothing else to really talk about. I don't think so unless it's like look out for interesting weird cards soon, okay? Or the questions? There are a lot of questions. You can go back in the stream and watch if you want. Tomorrow though I will have like a video, like a shortened down video, much shorter, of basically everything gone over kind of quickly-ish. Nobody asked about Realistic Water? Yeah, I honestly, Realistic Water would like the game a lot, then like the game is also kind of laggy now, so it makes sense. And the water isn't like the worst anyway. I guess, I don't know. Anyway, I'm probably gonna end here. A quick thing I do want to talk about, the map. Yeah, the new map isn't completely new, as if you heard. Apparently it's just going to be a big revamp of the map we have right now. Which, to be honest, I know a lot of people are not going to be happy with. Like, a lot of people want a completely new map, and that's not what's going to happen, apparently. Which I know people won't be happy with. But yeah. I think, other than that though, that's about it. Can you join? No, I'm about to end. There's like no point joining now. Banana car? I'll take a banana car to the game. Why not? Yeah, just about sneak peeks of the map. It's just something about... There are not going to be any sneak peeks yet. But, I don't know. I'll make a video tomorrow about some, like, all this stuff. But thank you for coming to the stream. If you enjoyed, like, the Q&A thing. I think they were going to do another developer Q&A later in 2025. Because, like, that was actually just Quadrant 1. Like, I don't know. Anyway. Any ideas on new licensed brands? You know, they can get brands. But that's about it. I want to get it end here, whatever. And yeah. Have a good day.